I'm Ulrich.
And I'm Mano.
Welcome to our video on individualized assessment with Dividni. In large classes, cheating is rife in assessments such as assignments, tests and exams. This is a randomized question from a CodeRunner online assignment in one of our Stage 1 courses posted to cheating website check.com. Unfortunately, in this case, the question doesn't allow us to identify the student involved. The randomization simply gives a new version of the question each time the student reattempts it.
Here's another one from a theory assignment, which for all practical purposes is now compromised for future use.
In fact, we find most, if not all of our assignments posted to Check and other similar sites, which renders them unsafe as assessments. In our courses, most of the final mark comes from supervised assessments such as tests and exams.
This is why it gets particularly serious when students cheat in exams.
In this case, we had a multiple choice exam with only 4 versions that differed only in the order of the answer options. Students used large writing to signal answers to weaker students sitting further away in the exam room. And you can see this sort of writing from literally many meters away, miles away. So the question came up how we could put a stop to this.
How we could render neighboring students' answers worthless. How we could stop students from using answers they didn't work out for themselves and which they didn't understand.
And how we would be able to trace students that posted on Check & Co.
So we developed Dividni, a framework that lets us generate assessments in a large number of different versions. Ulrich, can you give us an overview of how the system works?
Sure, here we go. The simplest way to write questions is to provide the text in XML. Simply edit our samples to get you started. This gives you a set of XML files with 1 question per file. Alternatively, you can also write questions directly in C# code. You can start from our templates or program your own parameterized questions using our examples as a guide. With Dividni's XML Quest tool, you translate the XML questions into C# code files. Together with any native C# questions, this gives us a set of questions in C#. The XML to CS convenience scripts from our sample code convert all your XML questions to C# in one quick and easy run. In the next step, you compile the C# code files containing the question code into a DLL for the .NET platform. Our sample code provides the CS to DLL convenience script to help you do this on Windows and Unix platforms with the appropriate compilers. Dividni's Testgen tool uses the DLL we have just created with an HTML template to produce the required number of versions as HTML files. These files can be viewed in any browser. The HTML template includes the assessment document's common content, such as title and instructions, as well as placeholders for the individualized elements. A switch lets Testgen flag correct answers in the output to help you proofread. Again, there are convenience scripts to assist you. For each version, Testgen also produces a file with answers. This can be used in conjunction with marking software. In many cases, we want to distribute or print the individualized assessment documents as PDF files. The WK HTML to PDF tool is available for this purpose on all common platforms. Again, convenience scripts in the sample automate this process. They also check for accidental pagination problems due to questions that cause page overflows in some versions but not in others. A very useful tool in large class assessments. For this you need the PDF-TK utility. Another convenience script lets you merge the individual PDF files into a single large PDF, something that is often required for bulk printing of examination material. You are now ready to assess your students.
For homework assignments, we can also serve the HTML via a web server, such that the DLL uses the server-supplied student ID to produce the individualized version.
We have used Dividni successfully in countless such assignments and in many tests and exams from Stage 1 to Stage 3 over the last couple of years.
So, this is what we have learned.
With memorizing no longer an option, students now concentrate on parameterized questions, especially those that they have seen before. These can't really be answered though unless the student has achieved the learning outcome that underpins the question itself.
Looks like the correct answers in the second year skyrocketed here. Parameterization also makes it possible to identify students who post their assignments on check.com. This student was prosecuted successfully, one of many such cases last year.
So, join us here at the demo to learn about Dividni.
And make your own individualized test or exam right here.